You know, looking back, so you got to be careful what you say, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm going to make 3 films about hula. I started the first film in the trilogy in 1998. How long ago was 1998? I can't even do the math. Mm, oh my God. My name is Lizette Marie Kaulana Flannery, and I am the director and producer of Tokyo Hula. Tokyo Hula is the third film in a trilogy of hula documentaries telling stories about hula in the contemporary sense. Okay? Just like that. I grew up all over the place. I was born in Juneau, Alaska, and we moved all over California, Northern California, Southern California, the Bay Area of California, to Oregon, to Virginia. We really did not live in any one place longer than a year to 2 years, 3 if we were lucky. My dad just is always looking for a challenge and has itchy feet and was constantly taking jobs in different places. Because we moved around so much when I was a kid, my mother, who was from Hawaii, really sort of wanted us to spend time in Hawaii with her family whenever we could. Hawaii really became a place that felt like home for me because I moved around so much. So even though I wasn't born and raised in Hawaii, I always felt a very strong connection to this place because of my mom's family. And I actually started dancing hula in New York City. When I moved to New York to attend NYU Film School, that was actually where I started dancing. So I always had this kind of appreciation for finding ways to connect back to Hawaii no matter where I was.
Welcome to the United States of America.
The first film in the trilogy was really sort of inspired by stereotypes.
In traditional times, hula was done by people who spent years and years of diligent work to make this dance the rich cultural tradition that it was. They weren't just these simple-minded dances of Hollywood starlets dancing in their grass skirts. And what's so unfortunate about this is what most people think that hula is.
When I was showing the first film, everyone was kind of like, how did men start dancing hula? And I was like, oh, I've got to make a film about this.
You see the lithographs. Hula actually comes from the martial art of Lua.
The second film in the trilogy was Nakamale, The Men of Hula, and that focused largely on the only all-male halau in Hawaii, or the world for that matter.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That followed their journey to celebrate their anniversary at the Merry Monarch Hula Festival. The last film in the trilogy is Tokyo Hula, and that takes a look at how hula has really exploded in popularity in Japan from both Japanese and Native Hawaiian perspectives.
日本人にとって憧れの土地ですよね。約40年前ぐらいは日本では一大ハワイアンブームが起きていたんですね。
How do we make sure that we are maintaining culture and tradition?
When things go global, more and more control is lost. Then you have what I call wiki-wacky hula. People teaching that are not authorized to teach or credible. Things created, other dance forms inserted into the hula.
Sharing culture, like what is the line between sharing culture and appropriation, right? Like those kinds of questions I think are really interesting. A lot of people who see Tokyo Hula often ask me about the smile workshop scene.
口元だけ酸っぱい顔してください。そうですそうです。
And how to create the perfect smile.
それで4秒いきます。せーの。1、2。
They really strive to perfect everything, right? Even something as simple as a smile. That to me was sort of one of the very interesting highlights of how different it might be, like from a Japanese perspective in terms of learning to dance hula. For Tokyo Hula, I worked for 10 years to finish this film and actually share it with the world. I felt like I had kind of gone on this huge journey in completing the film. They do become these sort of documents of a period in time. And the same thing could be said for my own hula studies. It just kind of continues to grow and to change. I feel like hula is the one connective tissue that has led me and guided me and brought me to where I am now. For that, I'm really grateful.